Ladies and gentlemen, Cowboys Nation, can you feel it? That electric buzz in the air, the kind that hits you right in the chest like a Dak Prescott laser to CeeDee Lamb streaking down the sideline. It's November in Dallas, the leaves are turning, the air is crisp, and America's team is staring down a season that's teetering on the edge of redemption or regret.
They kicked our asterisk on both sides of the ball, he said, his voice raw with that fire we all love. What a moment. If that's not a wake-up call echoing from AT&T Stadium all the way to your living room, I don't know what is. Welcome to tonight's Cowboys Corner. I'm your host, diving deep into this defensive disaster, the bold trades shaking up Jerry World, and why there's still hope for America's team to roar back. Buckle up, folks. We've got a lot to unpack. Let's rewind the tape on that Week 9 thriller, or should I say, chiller, under the lights. The Cardinals, sitting dead last in the NFC West with an offense ranked a middling 21st by Fox Sports, came into State Farm Stadium like they owned the joint. And guess what? They pretty much did. Arizona's Kyler Murray sliced and diced the Cowboys secondary like it was Thanksgiving turkey, racking up over 250 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, James Conner bulldozed for 112 yards, exposing a run defense that's softer than a foam finger right now. Meanwhile, Dak and the boys? They scraped together just 10 points until garbage time, when Prescott finally connected with rookie sensation Ryan Flournoy for a consolation touchdown that felt more like a participation trophy. Final score, Cardinals 27, Cowboys 10. It's the kind of loss that leaves you staring at the screen, wondering how a team with Super Bowl aspirations could look so outmatched by a squad fighting for draft position. But here's the heartbreaker, Cowboys fans. This isn't just one bad night. It's a symptom of a full-blown epidemic. That defense. Oh man, it's been the Achilles heel since the opening whistle of this 2025 season. Under new defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, brought in to steady the ship after last year's chaos, things have gone from leaky to full-on Niagara Falls. We're talking a unit allowing opponents to score on 49.5% of their drives, dead last in the league and tied with the Bengals for the league's most generous giveaway. Sacks. A measly 2.2 per game, down a full sack from 2024's already underwhelming pace. Penalties. Up to 8.1 per contest, third worst in the NFL, those yellow flags flying more often than the Dallas Wings at a tailgate. Even middling offenses like Carolina and now Arizona aren't just tiptoeing around us, they're line dancing right through the gaps. Remember when Micah Parsons was our edge-rushing nightmare, terrorizing quarterbacks and turning games single-handedly? Jerry Jones shipped him off to Green Bay in a move that still has fans divided, trading a future Hall of Famer for cap space and picks. Ouch. It's like losing your star quarterback mid-drive. The whole offense, or in this case, defense, feels unmoored. Dak Prescott, though, the man's a warrior, plain and simple. In a season that's tested his soul, he's dragged this team to 3 gritty wins, throwing for over 2,100 yards and 18 touchdowns despite those 6 picks that sting like bee stings. Against the Cardinals, he completed 68% of his passes for 289 yards, but those turnovers, 2 interceptions, including a backbreaker return for 6, piled on the pain. It's not on him, folks. It's the D letting him down, forcing him into hero ball mode every Sunday. As Prescott put it post-game, we've got to look in the mirror. I can't do it all. And you know what? He's right. This is the guy who grew up idolizing the Cowboys in Houghton, Louisiana, dreaming of wearing that star. From his rookie days under Jason Garrett to that epic playoff run in 22, Dak's been the steady hand. But even legends need a wall behind them, not a screen door. Now, let's zoom out for some historical gut check. The Cowboys' defense hasn't been this porous since the lean 80s, before Jimmy Johnson turned it into a steel trap that snagged 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Think back to that 92 squad, Charles Haley and Ken Norton Jr. swarming like hornets, holding foes to under 15 points a game. Or the DeMarcus Ware era, when our pass rush led the league and Emmitt Smith was feasting behind it. Fast forward to now, we're 31st in points allowed at 28.7 per game, worse than the 04 expansion Texans in their diaper phase. Statistically, it's brutal. Opponents converting 42% of third downs against us, up from 35% last year. In the NFC East, where rivalries burn hotter than jalapenos, this spells trouble. The Eagles are flying high with Jalen Hurts torching secondaries. The Giants, with their sneaky good D-line, smell blood. And don't get me started on the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is turning that franchise around faster than you can say, Hail Mary. If we don't fix this, that perennial playoff tease becomes a full offseason of what-ifs. But hold on to your cowboy hats, because Jerry Jones doesn't sit idle when the heat's on. Deadline day. It was more like wheeling and dealing at a Lone Star auction. First up, snagging linebacker Logan Wilson from the Bengals for a measly 2026 seventh-rounder. Wilson's a tackling machine, 95 stops last year, with that sideline-to-sideline speed that could plug our run game sieve overnight. Then, in a blockbuster that had my phone blowing up, Jones flipped a 2026 second, a 27 first, and that underperforming DT Mazi Smith to the Jets for Quinnen Williams. Quinnen, the Alabama beast who's already got 8.5 sacks this season, disrupting plays like he's got a personal vendetta. Trading away Mazi, our 23 first-round bust who's barely cracked the rotation, feels like shedding dead weight for a Ferrari. According to our insider Ed Werder, these moves could vault us from the cellar to contention. This is the reset button, Werder told me off-air. Williams pairs with Osa Odigizua up front like peanut butter and jelly, sudden pressure that frees up the back seven. Imagine this, fictional scoop time. I caught up with head coach Mike McCarthy in the locker room haze, smells like turf and regret, and he lit up talking trades. Logan's got that blue starfire already, watch tape on the plane ride home. And Quinnen, he's the disruptor we've prayed for. Eberflus is scheming blitz packages that'll have offenses sweating. Over on the fan side, I chatted with longtime season ticket holder Maria from Frisco. Jerry's playing 4D chess again. Lost Parsons, sure, but this? It's Staubach to Pearson vintage. Cowboys Nation's buzzing, tailgates are gonna be electric. And Dak. In my made-for-TV exclusive, he grinned, these new dogs? They're hungry. Week 10 at home versus the Bucs? We're turning AT&T into a fortress. Looking ahead, these trades aren't band-aids, they're surgery. With Williams anchoring the line, expect sacks to climb toward 3 per game, penalties to drop as we gel. Offensively, CeeDee Lamb's still a matchup nightmare, leading the league with 1,200 receiving yards, while Ezekiel Elliott grinds out those tough yards, channeling his 18 MVP form. Playoff implications? We're 3-5, clinging to wild card life, but a win streak here catapults us into the hunt. Beat Tampa, then that blood feud with the Eagles on Thanksgiving, under the lights, with the whole country watching. Predictions? I say we finish 9-8, snag that 7th seed, and shock the world in the dance. Micah who? This is Dallas. We rebuild legends overnight. Folks, the Cowboys aren't down, they're reloading. From the dusty fields where Tom Landry dreamed up the shotgun to the glitz of AT&T, where cheerleaders dazzle and